Hello, my name is Bruce Devlin. I'm the Chief Media Scientist here at Dalet, and today Bruce's Shorts is talking about Timecode and Developers. Well, Timecode's quite old and is video-centric. Developers nowadays are quite young and IT-centric. What more do you need to know? Well, you need to know that timecode is actually a label that's applied to each video frame and bits of audio so that you can synchronize them. If the labels are the same, you should play them out at the same time. That's easy enough. But in America in 1953, they introduced color television, and there was a problem between the audio subcarrier, the video subcarrier, some international boundaries, and backwards compatibility with the old black and white TV sets. And instead of moving the audio subcarrier, they decided to change the frame rate by 1/1001, which means that timecode in America is chugging along at 29.97 frames per second, along with the video frame rate, which means that the daytime and the timecode time slip, so they invented drop frame timecode. Now that's a bit like counting New Year's. Every fourth year there's a leap year, whee! So actually the number of days in a year changes. Timecode's just the same. Every 2 minutes you decide to discard a couple of counting values. It's called drop frame, not because you drop frames, but because you drop some of the numbers that would otherwise have been there. Now that actually introduces a number of interesting problems if you don't get it right. For example, you have non-uniform audio arrangements. People have dialog boxes where they enter 29.97, not the actual 30/1000 and 1.001 value. There's no drop frame for 23.98 or 49.97, but there is drop frame for 59.94 progressive, but there's not drop frame for 60.000. And timecode math algorithms developed in Europe have to be all sorts of mucked around for America. So is drop frame really a problem? Well, actually, not really, because there's lots of working practice that have been created to cope with drop frame. But as we move into the future and we start to introduce 119.88 and 120 frames per second and 100 and all these new high frame rates, we're going to have some interesting challenges. New developers from IT backgrounds have genuine trouble remembering all of this drop frame heritage from years gone by because it's not really written down. I haven't got the perfect solution, but I do know that if you're careful with your drop frame timecodes and you look carefully at the boundaries, international working should be pretty simple. See you at the next Bruce's Shorts.